talk about 2024. I'm not one to jump by the rest of the year. Don't get me wrong. I love this time of year. We have holidays upon us, but we do need to focus on where we want to be in 2024 because there is so much going on between now and the end of the year. So now is the time that we want to plan for what we want to do with our business in 2024. And I want to show you how Moxie can help get you there. So if you have been with us before, you may have already had a goal set in your Moxie Engage. If you're new, you may not have set up a goal yet. If you're a rock star and you've already reached your goal, maybe you want to give yourself a stretch goal for the last 2 months of the year. So we'll go ahead and show you how all of that can be done, both to modify your 2023 goal and also how to set your 2024 goal so that you're set up for success in the new year. So as always, to get to Moxie, we want to start with desk. So you can see my Moxie Work Square is right here front and center. As you can imagine, I get in there a lot. Yours may be in a different order. You can customize how you have these sort. You can always in the top search bar, type in Moxie and it'll come up as well. So you can get there any various amounts of way. And as soon as you launch into Moxie Works, it will take you to your account page. It used to, before the merger, launch us into Present, but now when you're getting in through Moxie, it should launch you into your account page. This is where you can make sure all of your information is correct, your contact information is correct, your photo is correct. If any of that is not correct, all you have to do is reach out to your ASC or your RSC, and we can update that on our end. You can't update that in your account anymore. It has to be done through the feed that we have through our third-party vendor Account Tech, which then feeds the brand's product dash, which then updates your Moxie. So again, any information that's not correct, just reach out to your ASC or RSC and they'll get that updated for you. Where we're going to go next is up here in the top blue bar, and it's called Engage. Now it does take a moment to load once we have that spinning. And the reason why it takes a little bit to load is because Engage is attached to a lot of different things. And that is because we want to streamline your life, right? Technology is all about saving you time so that you can go out and do the things you do best. Prospect, negotiate, show houses, sell houses. Technology is just meant to streamline your life so that you can do more of that. So it is tied together with your email. So it is syncing your contacts over. It's syncing your calendar over from your Google account. It's also syncing over your MLS data. And that's how your goal tracker is making sure that you're on goal for what you want to get to by the end of the year this year, and then for 2024. So as soon as you transact in your MLS, that data is fed over to Moxie Engage to track for your goals. So again, when you click and sometimes it spins for a moment, that's because it's getting all the updated information via all of those different feeds to streamline your life. When you first launch into Moxie Engage, you land right here on your dashboard. And I like to, for those of us, and I probably am aging myself here, but that's okay. If you remember Palm Pilots back in the day, Moxie Engage is our brand new fresh Palm Pilot. And JD, I see your face. You're like, what is a Palm Pilot? Don't worry about it. So basically, this is a personal assistant for you. This helps set up.
Carrie, I've seen movies, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, JD. You know how to make somebody feel older. Anyway, this is your setup for your day. It tells you your 5 people to stay in flow with, right? Real estate, contact 5 people a day. You will be successful. It gives you your activity feed. So as your people are reading their neighborhood news, as they're opening up listings that you sent them, as they're opening up campaigns that you sent them, it'll track in your activity feed. That way you know what your sphere of influence is up to. You can create a to-do list in here. You can, like I mentioned, it will sync with your calendar. It gives you your sales flow, how many people you have in marketing, how many people are prospects, how many people are active, and how many people are pending. That sales flow is what's going to reach your goals to get you where you want to be. And then right here at the very end is your goals completion. Now I'm in a test account. I don't transact. That's why you're not seeing any information here. If you're very goal orientated and you want to see that goal number right at the top, all of these are customizable. You can move that right to the top. And so when you first log in, you'll be like, man, It's October. I'm only maybe 70% to my goal. I know I've got 2 months. I got to make a really big push to finish off the year. So you can move that front and center to keep you motivated. It's all based on how you want to organize your day. It's how you would organize your Moxie Engage. Also up here, keep in mind we're in dashboard, but we are talking about setting and updating goals. So you want to go to goals right here. This is going to track, like I mentioned, from your MLS feed. You transact on a sell side, you transact on a buy side. It all feeds into Moxie Engage here. We've had other sessions, so I won't get into it today, but if you're doing referrals, outgoing referrals, other income, you can manually add those as well so that all your numbers are in one platform. So if you're interested in that, head over to Schmidt Video Classroom, go to the Moxie support page, or reach out and we can help you add that additional GCI. That's what the goals are all based on, GCI, gross commission income. Now, to set your goals, when you first log into this, if you've not done it before, it's going to prompt you. It's going to pop a box up and say, hey, what's your goal? If you've already set your goal for 2023 and you're interested in setting it for 2024, you want to go in the upper right corner and click the little cog, and you want to go to where it says GCI goal. Now, depending on when you onboarded with us, you could possibly have this back all the way to 2020, just depending on when you started with us. So you'll see that 2023 goal is in here. And then now 2024 is available for you to enter your goal. If you want to do the exact same you did this year, we know the market's still a little iffy, mortgage rates, it's something that we just have to continue to talk about and work through. So if you want to set the same goal, you can click on use 2023 value. If you want to give yourself a stretch goal and you're like, nope, I got this clicking, my sphere of influence is solid, I know I'm going to be getting all of these transactions, and you want to up that to goal, you just type in whatever the goal is that you want it to be. Again, you can come in here at any given time and update this goal. Maybe by July of 2024, you're already at 190,000. So you have a whole nother 6 months to go. You can always update that goal. Keep yourself motivated. Once you're done here, you want to click done. Now, as a great of a program as Moxie is, it's really meant for you to connect with your sphere of influence, to continue to massage those leads, to use it for present, to create your customized websites. The one thing it's not a financial database. It's not calculating your company dollar. It's not showing exactly if there was maybe a seller contribution or anything like that. It's based solely on your percent of GCI that you set in your settings times the sales price. That's how Moxie Engage is tracking. Your Moxie Engage will not one-for-one match your Account Tech report. Account Tech is financial, Moxie Engage is sphere of influence and goal setting. So it will be a little bit slightly different numbers, and that is the why. So if you're in a market and your typical GCI split is 3%, that's what Moxie Engage defaults to. Now, if you're in a market that maybe it's 3.5%, maybe it's 4%. Haven't seen that in a while, but you never know. As we continue to protect our value to the consumer, that commission rate could fluctuate per market. So when you go into the cog here, you can see right here, it says commission rate. This is where you can set that. Maybe in your market, the buyer gets 2.5 and the seller gets 3.5. So whatever is standard in your market, in your business, you can update the commission rate here. Now, you can always go back in after the fact. Maybe you had a wild transaction. Maybe it was a vacant land and it sold for $20,000 and you got 5% commission. You can always update that per transaction as well. But this is the template standard in which Moxie Engage will take the transaction sales price from the MLS, do the math, and go to your GCI tracker. So again, we are in the cog in the upper right corner, and we are in commission rate, and that's where you can change that. It does default in all markets currently to 3%. Keep in mind, click the cog, go to see GCI, easy for me to say, goal, and this is where you can set your goal. That will then track your numbers for you. It's also going to give you some further data. It's going to give you how many of your transactions were buyers, how many were sellers, what's your average time to close on both buyers and sellers, average sales price, and your close rate. So if you've had 5 pendings, unfortunately 2 fell through, it's going to track your close rate. And that's on closed transactions. It's also going to help you track your active and pendings, your prospects, which keep in mind, you yourself mark your clientele in your sphere whether they're a prospect, a client, where in the sales flow they are, and that's all done in the people tab. So that's how this is tracking. The goals section is a snapshot of all of your activities. We also have our GCI forecast. So that's going to tell you if you have so much pending, where to goal that you're going to be, and it helps track all of that information for you. So again, we are in Moxie, we are in Engage. Our first place that we landed is our dashboard, and then we came right over to goals. Now, keep in mind, if you're just logging in for the first time, that goal box will pop up as soon as you sync your email and ask you to give your goal. If you've already been in there and you've been using the product and you want to see either what you put your goal at for 2023 or really focus on 2024 and put your goal in, you come right over to the goals tab here, click on the cog. Oops, I clicked the little, I do that sometimes. I click the envelope. So just go back, click the cog, GCI goal, set your numbers that work best for your business. So that's how you can use Moxie Engage to help track your business, not only through the last 2 months and 1 week of 2023, but also well into 2024. So what questions do you guys have for me? I'll get the chat box up. So feel free to type in the chat or go ahead and unmute. All right, great. Well, I don't see any questions that have come in. As always, if you're in the system working and you run into any issues, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for your time today, everyone. Bye now.